face. Full of adventure, I stayed outside for the whole day. Full of optimism, used to move at my own pace. Now these days, I tend to get stuck in my own way. I'm self-driven, but I still deal with some road rage. Too valuable to crash out, that's what my soul say. My uncle was a drunk, he used to go through a whole case. My cousin heart cold, so he called him a cold case. In my case, I'm unpacking baggage that was unchecked, try carrying on the heavy ones. But the duffel bag full of skeletons, I tried burying some, but they rose from the dead. Yeah, this morning I rose from my bed with a thorn in my side. I started resting with God. He said you need to submit and let your pride dissolve. When you let go of your past, it's when you start to evolve. When we evolve, we rise from it all. Go to higher levels, watch our problems get small. When we evolve, we break through the walls of our lower self and watch our spirit stand tall.
Y'all slide up for a second because I got a story to tell you. Just know you are not here by accident. If you found your way into this space, then trust me, you were guided here for a reason. So go on and get yourself settled, get your coffee, get your mind right, and let's talk about it. Because baby, this right here, I have a story. Welcome to Blended Healing.
I look up once, heaven responds. White light moves through, truth carries on.
The hallway. It is what we're experiencing, this story. So today for chapter 2, we're continuing on with the story. This chapter 2 is identified as the open window. Ashe. Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome to your morning inspiration and real talk story. The flyer stayed on her kitchen counter for 3 days. Every time she walked into the kitchen, it caught the corner of her eye. She poured a cup of coffee and glanced at it, and then looked away. She washed a dish, wiped the counter, straightened the towel, anything to avoid picking it up. It wasn't that she didn't want to go. It was that going meant admitting she didn't have the answers anymore. As long as the flyer stayed on the counter, the decision could wait. Once she walked through those doors, she'd have to face the truth that her life had changed. It had, whether she was ready for it or not. Saturday morning came, right? Without an alarm clock telling her where she needed to be. For 22 years, Saturdays had been recovery days before another work week began. Now there wasn't another work week waiting. She stood at the kitchen window with a mug of coffee in her hands and watching the neighborhood slowly come alive. A man loaded groceries into his car. A little girl raced down the sidewalk on a scooter while her mother reminded her to slow down. A delivery truck stopped across the street, and then it hit. The world did not stop because her world changed. Life was still lifing, baby. It was still moving, whether she joined in on the festivities or not. So she looked down at the flyer again. Career Transition Workshop. No promises, no guarantees, no magic solution. Just an invitation. She laughed to herself, saying, "What am I really afraid of?" She asked out loud. There wasn't anyone there to answer, so the silence in the apartment had become familiar. But this morning, it didn't feel as crazy, you know? Before she had time to talk to herself out of it, she picked up a flyer, folded it neatly, slipped it into her purse, grabbed her keys, and walked out the door. The community center sat only a few miles away, but the drive felt longer because her mind kept giving her reasons to turn around. Maybe she wasn't ready. Maybe she should update her resume first. Well, maybe she'd just be wasting her time, you know? She pulled into the parking lot, parked her near the back, and shut the engine off. And for several minutes, she simply sat there, watching people walk inside. Nobody looked excited or confident. They looked like ordinary people carrying invisible stories. Somehow, that made it easier to open her own car door. Inside, somebody greeted her with a warm smile and pointed toward a folding table with a coffee, bottled water, and a sign-in sheet. The room wasn't polished or impressive. Folding chairs circled the room, you know? A whiteboard stood in one corner. Conversations were quiet, almost cautious, as though everyone was trying to figure out whether they belonged there. She signed her name, poured herself a cup of coffee, and chose a seat near the back where she could observe without being noticed. As people started coming in, right, she found herself studying them. An older man held a worn leather folder so tight it looked like he was afraid to let go. A woman about her age kept rereading the same page in her notebook without ever turning it. A young man bounced his leg nervously while staring at the floor. Across the room, a married couple whispered to one another before taking their seats. Suddenly, she realized something. Every person in that room had walked through those doors carrying something they hadn't planned to lose. The details were different, but disappointment had introduced them all. Ashe. I'll be right back after this.
Stop Let me reintroduce myself. Take the cap off. Let it breathe. What it is, 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 what it is. Take the cap off. Let it pop, let it snap in. Holding all the fire, had it tucked in the back. Take the cap off. Let it spill, let it drop. You been silent too long, let the pressure go pop. Take the cap off. No fear, no doubt. What's in you been loud? You just muted it out. Take the cap off. Whole room gonna shake. This your moment right now. Hey. Take the cap off. I've been biting my tongue, playing nice, staying cool. Tell myself out of shine, try to follow the rule. They said maybe next time I say yeah like a fool. Whole line in my chest, but I stayed in the zoo. Trauma had me for the insecurity, train me. Fear kept the key, but the door couldn't cage me. They doubted, I nodded and doubted myself. Put my gifts on the shelf like I do it when I'm ready. But ready don't come when you scared to be seen. Perfection, a lot to keep killing a dream. So I'm ripping the seal, yeah, I'm breaking the lock. If it's messy, it's honest. Hey, take the cap off. Take the cap off. Cap off. Let it pop, let it snap in. Holding all this fire, had it tucked in the back. Take the cap off. Let it spill, let it drop. You been solid too long, let the pressure go pop. Take the cap off. No fear, no doubt. What's in you been loud, you just muted it out. Take the cap off. Whole room gonna shake. This your moment right now. Hey. Take the cap off. Who told you you were too much? Who told you sit down, hush? Who made you question your voice? Like confident cause too much. Abuse try to bring my name. Had me thinking pain, what no? But I aim to the be small. I'm a whole damn storm front on top. I'm tired of whispering winds, tired of playing the edge. If I got something to say, I'ma say it with my chest. No cap, literally, no mask. This is me. If they laugh, let them choke on the globe. And believe, shake it out, shake it loose. That fear ain't yours, it's borrowed too. Crack the top, hear that sound, that's your power coming out. Say it loud, one more time. I don't gotta drink no more. Say it loud, no disguise. This what I've been holding for. Take the cap off, let it pop, let it snap. Been holding all this fire, had it tucked in the back. Take the cap off, let it spill, let it drop. You been silent too long, let the pressure go pop. Take the cap off, no fear, no doubt. What's in you been loud, you just muted it out. Take the cap off, whole room gonna shake. This your moment right now.
Do I have your attention? Good. Because the facilitator walked in and she welcomed everyone without standing behind the podium. She pulled up. She pulled up a chair, smiled, and said, "Before we talk about careers, I want to ask you something. If I took away your job title, your paycheck, your business card, and everything that you've been introducing yourself by for years, who would you be?" The question settled over the room like a blanket. Nobody answered. Nobody reached for a pen. It wasn't that kind of question you answered quickly. It was the one thing that followed you home. One by one, people began sharing their stories. A retired firefighter admitted he didn't know how to exist without the uniform he wore for 3 decades. A woman described closing the bakery she spent 15 years building. A former teacher spoke about leaving work to care for her aging mother. Another man talked about surviving cancer only to realize he no longer recognized the life waiting for him afterward. Their stories were different, yet every one of them carried the same pain, the quiet ache. Loss has a way of changing names while leaving the feeling exactly the same. During the break, she stepped outside for some fresh air, and as she stood near the entrance, she heard someone say, "I knew I recognized you." She turned and smiled. It was the woman who walked the golden retriever through the park every morning. They laughed at the coincidence before the woman admitted, "I've seen you sitting on that bench all week. I almost didn't come today." She couldn't help but smile. "Me too." It was a short conversation, but somehow it made both of them feel a little less alone. A few minutes later, another familiar face appeared. The coffee cart owner rolled a cart toward the entrance, delivering refreshments for the afternoon session. When he spotted her, he smiled like he'd been expecting her all along. "I had a feeling you'd show up," he said. She laughed. "How could you possibly know that?" He shrugged. "I've been parked across from that park for years. You start noticing people. Some sit because they're enjoying the sunshine. Others sit because life just knocked them sideways. I figure sooner or later you pick up one of those flyers." She looked at him for a second before asking, "You hand those out a lot?" He nodded toward a gentleman talking with another group. "See him? 6 months ago, he was sitting on the same bench, lost his business, thought everything was over. Today, he's starting another one." Then he motioned toward a woman helping organize chairs. She came here after losing her job too. She's mentoring people now." He smiled before saying something real quiet, like he said, "Sometimes people think one closed door means the building's empty. Most of the time, they haven't walked far enough down the hallway." Whoa. She didn't respond right away. She just simply stood there watching people laugh, shake hands, exchange numbers, and encourage one another. Nobody had all the answers, but nobody was pretending they did either. They were just taking the next step. Driving home that afternoon felt different from every drive she'd taken since leaving work. She noticed a mural painted on the side of the building she passed 100 times without seeing it. She noticed a small bookstore tucked between two shops. She noticed flowers blooming outside the apartment building she'd driven past for years. It wasn't that the neighborhood had changed, her attention changed. That evening, she placed her keys on the kitchen counter and smiled at the flyer that had almost ended up in the trash. A week ago, she thought losing her job was the whole story. Now she wasn't so sure. Maybe the job had only been one chapter. Maybe life had been whispering to her for a long time, and she'd just been too busy following the same routine to hear it. She still didn't know what came next, but for the first time since everything changed, she wasn't afraid of not knowing. Somewhere inside, she could feel the smallest change taking place. The hallway no longer felt like a place she was trapped in. It felt like a place she was passing through. Ashe? All right. I'll be right back after this.
When will we evolve? But if I'm honest, some days I don't feel like my best. I hit the gym and lift weights to get shit off my chest. Life full of multiple choices, sometimes it feel like a test. My circle got shady like Scantron, but I'm still blessed. Yeah, it's beauty in chaos. Sometimes you gotta go within just to see the way out. I had to fortify my boundaries, told that gal to stay out. It took me 10,000 hours just to get a payout. Now I see things from a higher place. I grew from my prior place, and now I'm on a mission to uplift my entire race. Purpose burning inside of my chest like a fireplace. I used to smoke loud, now I roll up to a quiet place and sit in my solitude. Yeah, I'm in a solid mood. About to start a fast, 7 days, no solid food, just juices and water. Thinking clearer and smarter. When you start to evolve, that's when your mind can go farther. When we evolve, we rise from it all. Go to higher levels, watch our problems get small. When we evolve, we break through the walls of our lower self and watch our spirit stand tall. When we evolve, we know when to call on the Most High and let Him fight all our wars. When we evolve, when we evolve, when will we evolve?
Essential, let the magic flow. Bath and spray, a gentle start. Body but a woman, every part. Crystals hum.
Shimaka, you outdid yourself with this scent.
Every drop, every scent. Chimaka Essentials, my heart's contented. Chimaka Essentials, house of blessings.
Make sure that you visit the website, baby. You know, there's new stuff in there. And I got an exciting announcement coming shortly. So make sure that you stay tuned. Sometimes the opportunity that changes your life doesn't always arrive looking the way you expect it. It just waits for you to become ready to notice it. This chapter was not about finding another job. It was about finding another perspective. A flyer she almost threw away became an open door. A room full of strangers became a reminder that she wasn't rebuilding alone. Every conversation, every familiar face, and every unexpected encounter showed her that life had been trying to get her attention all along. The door that closed wasn't the end of her story. It was the beginning of a different one. And as she leaves the workshop, one question follows her home. What if the people I'm about to meet are not here by accident? Because in the next chapter, she'll begin to discover that every relationship carries a lesson, a reflection, something back to us. And sometimes the people who enter our lives for only a moment can help change the way we see ourselves forever. And that's it, and that's all. We're going to come back with chapter 3. Are you biting your nails? I would hope so, that y'all want to know what this selected person is going through, because this is a representative of you and whoever's story this is. So listen, it's Friday. It's a 3-day weekend for most. Enjoy yourself, man. I wasn't keeping you long, but I do still gotta go. So don't try to hold me. I got things to do. I got work to do because I gotta work for myself. Sometimes you gotta invest in yourself, but still carve out time for the things that are important to you and the people too. Ashe? All right. All right. Stop trying to hold me. I gotta go. Maybe I need to lay back down and take a nap. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I need to go on down there to the lab and start labbing up some things. You know what I mean? You never know with me. I may pop back. Who knows? All right? You never know. But anyway, enjoy yourself. Be safe out there in real time and on these proverbial YouTube and social media streets. Ashe. All right. Me love you long time. I gotta go. Stop trying to hold me. I gotta go. I'll see you all around. Peace.
Tiptoe to the sun and do things I know you like. I think I'm in love again. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm in love again. Let's go to the movies, yeah. I'm in love again. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I'm in love again. Let's go, let's go, let's go where lovers go. I hope that you're the one, and that you are the prototype. We'll tiptoe to the sun.
Hope you received what you needed today. Thank you for coming by and spending some time with me. Come back soon. Ashe and deep bow to you.